And now back to the weekly update.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the weekly update. On today's segment, we have two very special guests, both of whom are going to be competing in the 2020 presidential election. Please welcome Mr. Bob and Dr. Sherelle.
Thank you for having us.
So, on today's segment, we're going to be discussing today's societal problems and the issues that we all face day to day, and see how they can potentially help us solve them. So, do you guys want to get started?
Yes.
All right. So, first question, as you guys already know, poverty is a very, very big issue that it affects every single person, all genders, all races. So, how would you guys plan on reducing the poverty rate and potentially making the job placement rate higher?
Well, I would tackle this problem by focusing on the less funded areas such as education, since education is one of the main building blocks for our future. I would also be able to...
No, that is a terrible idea. I don't think we should do it that way. I think the best way for us to take this problem is to taking the federal budget and splitting it up among the races and giving them each of them the same amount. And whether they're successful or not with that money, it's going to be on them. And this will introduce the idea of competition and make this strive to be the best.
That's a different way of looking at it, yeah.
But would that not create aggression between different races, causing civil strife?
Dr. Sherelle, you gotta think outside the box when tackling problems like this. The best way to do this is to bring up the problem of competition. Competition among the races brings out the best in all of us, and that will make America a great country.
Okay, Mr. Bob, would you care to expand upon how the military would play into effect? I'm sure you would agree that we can't have several different military groups in one country. That could easily start another civil war due to the rise in racism, as well as potentially the secession of different states.
Yeah, that's true. And to solve this problem, we are going to have to split up the military according to each races. So each race will take up a part of the military itself. Like the Indians will take care of the tech support, the Asians will come up with the weapons, the white people will do with the politics, and so on and so forth. This will also make our military more cohesive and work together better.
Okay, since you're so apparently good at thinking outside of the box, how would you propose to keep diversity and each of their cultural contributions towards the United States relevant? With this grand idea of yours, I'm sure that everyone will have a limited view of the world as a whole.
The grand idea I have of the solution to this problem is by splitting up the states and giving each race and raising each of them up differently. So maybe I'll give the South to the whites, the North to the blacks. I'll just split up each race according to each state and raise them up, and that will create diversity in this country.
Okay, well, I don't really understand what you're saying, so I suggest we move on to a different subject.
I do agree with Dr. Sherelle. I think that's all the time we have for today, so please tune in next week on the weekly update.